Hi there, I'd love to know before the video starts if you're subscribed. It helps me out a lot, and you get to see whenever I upload. Otherwise, you could always check me out over on Twitter or in my Discord. And if you want to go the extra step further, you could join my Patreon or join here on YouTube to see videos early if that's more your thing. It all means a lot to me personally, so I hope you enjoy the video and have a great rest of your day. Hello there. I just wanted to maybe help you during this time to feel better. It's that time in year where a lot of people are having issues related to seasonal depression, and I just thought maybe sitting here and talking to you and rubbing your ears would help. Rubbing my big fluffy paws against your ears. I understand that sometimes life can just be rough. Whether it be that you've just had an unfortunate event happen around this time of the year, whether the more depressing atmosphere just rubs off on you, whatever such thing, that around this time of the year it's always a good thing to be able to just sit down and relax and not think about it. So, we can just sit here, we can talk, and we don't have to think about anything like that for the next while. Is there anything specific you'd like to talk about? Not really. Fair. Then I will just sit here, and I will wrap your ears and talk about random such things that have been on my mind recently. Nothing weird, just stuff I've been thinking about. Yes, perfect. To be honest, I'm kind of empty-minded recently too. I've just been doing basically nothing myself. Lazing around mainly. You know, just playing games on my computer. Not really been so dedicated to doing one thing or another. Just keeping myself busy and distracted during these times too. Yes. Hey, anyone can suffer from it or try to make sure it doesn't happen. Even the kitsune sometimes might feel something like that, but I'm fine. And I'll be fine. You know? Yes, you'll be fine too. Even if it's just for another month or two, you know, until spring hits, or until the holidays end, whichever makes you more happy to have pass. And you'll be here, and you'll be fine. And if you ever need me, just come back here and talk to me. Come back here and listen to me. Because there's no harm in it. It's just being able to relax is a powerful thing. We all have ourselves to look out for, but maybe if you're not the one, you know, in any distress right now, maybe you can just bring someone else here and make them feel better if that's so needed on their end. Because I know few people, this is a very positive time of the year. They get to see family they haven't seen in all year. You know, a favorite cousin. Some people see their parents this time of the year if they're in college and such. Or maybe you see that one parent that you never get to because of split custody. Or maybe you'll see your aunt or uncle, which you find really nice, and they just make your day the best it can be because they're just a nice person. Maybe your grandparents who live out of state and only come around for the holidays. I, regardless, hope that you make the best of any interactions you can make with your family members. Direct or indirect, even if it's just a call with someone. There's always a silver lining. Maybe you don't see anyone, and maybe that's good. I hope that you don't have an experience with your family that would drive you away from seeing them forever, but unfortunately, some people are like that. Now, personally, I'd never see my family anymore. No, too much effort. Yeah, my brother, my sister, and my mom. I don't really have a care to see any of them, and that's fine. You know, if you don't want to see your brother or your sister, your mother, father, uncle, aunt, grandfather, grandmother. Apparently all that was a bit much for me. You don't need to. If you need to, just stay in your room and relax. You know, read a book. Just watch YouTube videos. Listen to something nice. Hint, hint. Or just play video games. Watch TV, watch Netflix, whatever. Actually, speaking of Netflix, I guess if we want to change the subject, have you seen that new drop of Beastars, the final season? I really liked it, to be honest. I watched through it all in one night, a couple nights ago, until 6 a.m. And I'll tell you what, I did not realize that it was a split ending, and it was the first half of the drop, so I was confused when I saw the first half end, and I was like, well, I can't just end it like that, right? Right? That's not a good way to end that. And then I looked it up the next morning, like when I woke up at noon, and it's like, 2 parts. That makes sense, because it's just like a nothing ending. But anyways, it was a weird way to end the season. And apparently it wasn't the end, and I'll be dropping the next part in early 2025, which, I mean, like, come on. Yeah, you couldn't have just dropped it mid-December with everything intact. Dang it. Oh well. It doesn't really matter. It's just something. Have you watched any good shows recently? I know that I'm trying to think if there's anything else since released, because I have seriously just been watching shows lately. Like, I've been watching Supernatural. I watched it like a few years ago, and you know, I've been rewatching it. I watched through every season up to 7, and I'll be full honest, season 7 with the Leviathans, it's awful. I can't get through it. I mean, I've heard that Supernatural gets like really mid after season 6. Like, not my words there, that it gets mid, but I've heard, 1 to 6 is great, 6 to 9 is mid, and 10 to 16 or 10 to 15 is how did this even air? And given what I'm seeing, I can fully agree with that. Because I'm thinking I may just read a description of season 7 and skip it because it doesn't seem that good. I'm a fourth into the season already, and I am just dragging along. I don't wanna go on Netflix and watch this anymore. It's ruining it for me. And all I remember is, I think I knew that, the Leviathans are taken care of, and I think next season is like Lucifer and Gabriel escape or something due to Leviathans or something. I don't know. I have faded memories of season 8 and 9 because I watched them it would have been 8 years ago on Netflix. Which, 2016. Right about. I don't know. I think I watched it all the way through on what they had on Netflix back then. And then they canceled the show in 2020, which, given what I'm seeing, it should have been canceled back in 2012. Yeah. Not very amazing, to be honest. But, to each their own. All I remember is I got into it because I saw, I used to look at an app called iFunny, I guess. It's a pretty low tier meme thing, app. And this was 6-7 years ago. No, it was later. It was 8 or 9 years ago, and I would see just posts about Supernatural in the tab called Collective, which is just people posting and hoping their stuff gets some likes. And I remember that was a place where I saw people spamming random furry art and spamming furries are trash and words I cannot say. Basically just, it was the two different types of people in their teens that were the furries and anti-furries going after each other, You'd see some people being negative towards randomly posted art, and some people spamming like this post if you think furries should die. It was very stupid. In the end, it's all stupid, to be honest. I mean, really. But it doesn't really matter now, does it? It's all in the past. I'm sure there are still people being complete trash on that app. I'm sure of it. If it even still exists, Sometimes those things just naturally disappear. Kind of hope so. Probably not though, but whatever the case being. As my little session of one-sided conversation got you relaxed with these scratches. My big paws all over your ears. Just nice, soft, and calm. I think on that note, just keep rubbing your ears, but I think maybe that's just laying